investing different from your traditional wealth management services? The main reason, or the big reason, is really central to that point I was making earlier around this is about the family. It's not about an individual. It's not about a single entity. It's not about a single strategy like a retirement plan. This is about multiple people, multiple generations, multiple assets and multiple structures. So we need a strategy and a policy that's overarching and covers all those things and all those people. That's the key. That's why it's different. The how is also interesting because of all those things, we have to take a different approach. And that approach has to be a very disciplined. So when we're setting the strategy and we're setting the policy, we're setting target returns and we're trying to choose investments and choose managers, we have to be very disciplined. So we've adapted some tried and tested processes that a lot of other investors use, and that's a big part of what we do. The other advantage we have is we can take a very long view, and that's because it is multi-generational. So like a lot of other long-term investors, it's a real luxury having the ability to take a long view. And I'm not talking 5 or 10 years, I'm talking 10, 20, 30, 40, 50-year horizons. So you have a very different mindset when you're investing with a 50-year horizon, and you invest very different. Your asset allocation is very different. Your tolerance for risk, tolerance for volatility and uncertainty are very different. And so you have to tackle that in a very disciplined way. Well, I've talked a bit about what a family office is and what we do in a family office and what our process is, but what I haven't talked about is why. Why would a family come to us and seek advice? And it's a good question, it's really simple. The key aspect or the essence of all of this is around keeping families together. Some of the risks that I mentioned earlier around trust and communication, readiness of the next generation to take on responsibility and roles within the family, or even what's it all about, what's the purpose of all this. They're some of the key factors. If you're not getting all or most of those things right, the real risk is that decisions around core assets and investments can be made to sell and split, where really some of those decisions should be to keep those assets and keep the family together. And so what we do is help families make better decisions around those sorts of things, help families communicate, help the next generation understand what their roles and responsibilities are and what it means to step up and make these decisions. And so they're some of the key benefits and the reasons that it all comes back to keeping families together, keeping that harmony and unity within the family.